Steelers-Eagles. Steelers-Eagles. Where's this game even at?
In Philly.
Philly, yeah. It's
In Philly?
Actually, it's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Good call.
I was trying to make an election joke. I couldn't think of one on the spot. Philly -5, over under 42.5. Dylan, kind of a big game for you, actually.
It is.
Why?
As the resident anti-Philly guy and the most sussy for Rusty there's ever been, this is kind of a mini Super Bowl for you.
I'm not feeling the anti-Eagles anymore. I just don't care about them.
You hopped off when the going was tough.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I claimed they got a first-round playoff exit.
Nope. This is Quinn Ewers 2.0. You're gonna text us in the playoffs and they choke in the first round to like the Commanders or the Packers, and you go, I should have never hopped off the Philly train. I should have ragged them the whole time. Why did I not trash Sirianni longer?
I promise you, I won't do that. This feels completely different. It's like I've already had my vindication. They lost that game to the Giants. They lost that game to the Seahawks last year. First round, it's like my work is done. And I tried to find the team to do it to this year, and the only viable option right now is the Chiefs. I'm not going to do it to the Chiefs.
And you
can't do it.
You tried with the Vikings.
I tried with the Vikings, and they ended up being legit. But I didn't go full on. I didn't go full on Eagles rant.
I feel like the Texans are a choice, but they're a little too irrelevant right now.
Yeah, Texans they don't matter. Yeah, then they're like the 6th seed or the 5 seed right now. Is it? No, actually, that's not true because they're in the lead for the division.
They'll win the division, yeah.
They're 4.
Yeah, they'll be the 4 seed. No, personally, I don't feel anything.
Real quick, random question: who has a better chance to win their first round playoff game? Falcons? No, scratch that. Who has a better chance to win their first round playoff game? The winner of the NFC South or the Houston Texans?
I would say the winner of the NFC South,
because they're playing the Vikings.
Yeah,
and then the Texans are going to play the loser of Ravens Steelers.
Yeah, I would go NFC. I would go with the NFC team.
I would think so.
NFC South.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
Steelers, Eagles.
And it's probably going to be the Bucks. I hate to say that now. I was wrong about that. But anyway.
As you're wearing a Bucks jersey.
We can glance over that. Oh, Michigan man, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
2 teams here, Eagles, Steelers. 2 teams with a very easy strength of schedule, 29th and 28th respectively, the 29th being the Eagles, 28th being the Steelers. Steelers have a higher big-time throw rate and lower turnover-worthy play rate. The turnover-worthy play rate is actually kind of surprising given what the Steelers try to do. I guess they're pretty conservative outside of the shots down the field. Pittsburgh's rush defense, not great the last 4 weeks. They're the 4th worst, allowing .025 EPA per play. This is not a team you want to meet when your rush defense is not looking great. But their pass defense has been stout just like it has all season. That hasn't given up any at all.
Well,
they're allowing negative .1 EPA per play.
They've given up a few big nights recently to Jameis and Joe Burrow.
Well, let's consider the quarterbacks we're talking about here. Jalen Hurts is no Joe Burrow.
Jameis.
Well, Jameis, high variance. Pick
Okay.
sixes,
All right, keep going.
Touchdowns. Like I said, the Steelers have an issue defending against the rush and even rushing the ball. Their offensive line hasn't been great at run blocking, but the pass defense, in my opinion, apparently, is there. I'm going to go under in this game. I'm going under.
That's a low number.
I have a guy that's telling me maybe some weather is going to be coming in for this game.
Inside sources.
I have a guy, yeah.
I'm with you on. So look, Steelers as a season as a whole have been good against the run, but you're right. The last few games has not been the same story for them. And you mentioned it. Saquon Barkley's been on a heater. He's been tearing teams up. But here's the thing. I expect Jalen Hurts to throw a lot more in this game than we've seen the last few weeks. Because here's the thing. A.J. Brown, squeaky wheel gets the grease. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Wait,
what was that, Connor?
What was that, Connor? Connor, say nothing if Carolina sucks.
There's a very large truck making a lot of noise right behind me. Shout out Tennessee.
Oh, he's not, dude. That guy's awesome.
Shout out Tennessee.
He's not compensating at all.
We'll keep going now. I think Hurts is going to throw a lot more. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. I think A.J. Brown's going to get a lot of targets in this game. Dylan, I'm actually going to disagree with you. The Steelers have given up a few big nights through the air. I think Hurts actually might step up and throw the ball 25, 30 times in this game. I like the Eagles here. They're still first in opponent yards per game and yards per play on the defensive side. I refuse to trust the Steelers offense against a legit defense like the Eagles. Sure, you want to put up points against the Bengals defense, be my guest. But against this Eagles defense, I don't see it with Russell Wilson. So I like the Eagles to cover here, even in -5. But one play I want to hit on, I've seen this brought up before, Steelers first half, Eagles to win the game.
Ooh. Okay.
What's
the rationale behind that?
I could see a slow start for the Eagles, gross first half, like a 6-3 first half, and then all of a sudden Jalen Hurts figures it out in the air.
Go ahead, Carter.
Connor, you watched that Eagles-Panthers game in full last week.
And I'm not going to take anything from it. That's a classic sleepwalk game for the Eagles.
Yeah, but that was gross.
It was.
That was really gross. This Panthers defense has the worst run D in the NFL. And
it's true.
This was still Xavier Legette catches a wide open touchdown. We're talking about the Eagles lost at home to the Panthers still.
To be fair, that wouldn't change my analysis if they lost that game.
Fair. I was really concerned with how Jalen Hurts looked in that game against a pitiful Panthers defense. And now we're going against the Steelers. Yeah, you can say it was a letdown spot, look at spot, whatever you want to say. I think that's somewhat fair. I think that's justified. But the Steelers defense, I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to have success on this defense. I don't know what would. I don't know what would allow you to believe that.
You say you can see it, Connor. You say you can see it. How? How do you see it?
We've been talking. You've been talking down about Jalen Hurts throwing the ball. He just hasn't had to. Is the bottom line. They haven't given him the chance to throw 25, 30 times. They haven't had to do that.
But having to do it against the Steelers seems like a problem to me. It's not like you're having to do it against a good team like the Bengals that have no pass defense. This is a good team with a good pass. And you were saying stuff about the Steelers' pass defense. Their pass defense is second in the league, passing versus pressure. Number 1 in intermediate passing. Number 2 in long passing. Passing versus no blitz, they're 9th. So, there are things here that I think we're talking about games against Burrow, and we're talking about games against Jameis. And you can say what you want about Jameis, but he does have the ability to make defenses look bad.
Yeah.
Or really good. It's a two-way street with Jameis.
Jalen Hurts has only thrown the ball more than 22 times once in the past 5 or 6 weeks, and I think he's going to be able to throw it more on the Steelers team, and we've seen it. People are quick to trash on Jalen Hurts not being able to throw the ball.
Sure.
It's not like he can't throw the ball. You're talking about, Joe Burrow and Jameis Winston. Jalen Hurts is not that far behind them as a passer.
Well, he
doesn't have the volume. The Eagles just don't run that type of offense, but he's not that far behind them if you're looking at the skill.
The only way you would convince me that the Eagles dominate this game, win this game, is if it is Hurts throwing 22 times a game, because the Steelers' rush defense has been so bad. I think that's all they're going to need to do. Now, if Sirianni says, we're going to try to throw on this team, I think that's a huge mistake. But because, there's just glaring weaknesses here with the Steelers' rush defense and rush offense, to be honest. They're not going to be able to run the ball either.
No.
The Steelers aren't going to be able to run the ball. The Eagles will. So, I don't know if I agree with the pass thing, but
I like Jalen Hurts to have a big game. I'm calling my shot. I've been Mr. Philadelphia all year. No, through the air. Jalen Hurts through the air.
I'm going to Hurts under passing yards.
No, okay. Anti-Connor. Coming back up. Water always finds its surface, doesn't it?
Usually.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or it's level. I said that completely wrong.
Carter's tapped out. Carter said, I'm tired of listening to you guys talk about
Carter's
this.
done, yeah.
No,
he's thinking about college basketball tonight.
No. Incarnate Word versus
Loyola
Duke is not.
And Merrimack playing later. Yeah, let's get on it.
Monmouth. No, I just kept thinking. I just had the sight in my head and go, do I really see Najee Harris having success on the Eagles this week? Do I really see guys like Van Jefferson and Calvin Austin III having success against this Eagles defense? And I don't know if I can either. I think that's the better argument in this game than
this
trying to pitch
this is kind of my
Jalen
Super Bowl
Hurts.
too. I'm still pitching Jalen Hurts, but this is kind of my Super Bowl too. I've been anti-Steelers, and I've been very pro-Eagles this year. This is a big game for me.
Let's say the Steelers win this game. Super Bowl contenders?
Nah.
Oh my gosh, what do they have to do, Connor?
What do they have to do to be Super Bowl contenders in your mind?
I've been very clear. I haven't moved on this stance. No team with Russell Wilson in 2024 is a Super Bowl contender. I will not budge from that. I would be
sitting here in February.
Shocked. I would be shocked if they make the Super Bowl. That would shock me.
What's the highest they can go? What's the furthest they can go in the playoffs in your mind?
Losing the conference championship. And that would be a successful season if you're the Steelers. I do not see them making the Super Bowl.
I think it's already a successful season, regardless.
Oh, it's already
100.
They've hit their win total already. They're going to win the division.
Yeah. That's what Coach Tomlin's thinking. We hit our win total. Good job, boys.
He's already extended his 500 season.
Yeah,
Tomlin is like, I got 9 wins. I'm good.
Yeah, let's back it up. I would be. There's too many other teams in the AFC that I would put in the Super Bowl before Pittsburgh. I would be shocked.
Denver?
No, Denver would be below
Chargers.
on my list. It's pretty close.
Chargers are good.
Yeah, that's debatable.
I don't want to play in the playoffs.
That's debatable.
But I think the Chargers are a Super Bowl contender. There's 5 teams in the AFC that can win the Super Bowl.
I'm in your head. You're going to be thinking about Miami, Tennessee basketball tonight.
That darn SMU. Let Tennessee blow them out.
In the AFC playoff picture, the top 7 teams, I would put the Steelers like 4th or 5th. And the 2 teams I'd have below them, Broncos, Texans, to make the Super Bowl. That would shock me more. But the Steelers, Chargers, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens.
Let's say the Dolphins are.
I don't think that's crazy.
Let's say the Dolphins are in the playoff picture. They sneak in.
No.
Would you have them above the Steelers?
No, I would not. I'll tell you right now.
I think you would.
I think you would.
No, I'm going to be rational. No shot.
I think you would.
It's a bit show.